first of all, let's check the answers. Then we keep going with the rest of our lesson. Okay, the first thing, the company has recently had to, downsize. Of course, downsize. Sizing, no, you wrote downsizing. Downsize is okay. And number two, and number three, you wrote retraining, so let me check. Okay, excellent customer service is vital to keep up with the competition. The company has introduced new working practice and okay, retraining. That's great. Number four.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I sent wrong.
Yeah, you can what?
Oh, it's okay.
I'm not sharing. Oh, let me share the screen. No, I'm not sharing the screen, so let me share the screen. Okay, so okay, well, now you can see the board. Okay, and see the book. Now it's better. Well, okay,
yes,
so
yes.
okay, number three. So number three, retraining. Great, very good. And number four, the seating plans in our office has been okay. You say relocated. Actually, you need to say reorganized. Reorganized, of course, because this actually the seating plan in our office has been reorganized to accommodate new staff, which means we're going to get some new staff. So we need to organize it again. So reorganize. And number five. Okay, let me check. Okay, may I answer this call, please? I'm so sorry. I need to answer. Not a stop is calling. Just one moment, please. Sorry. Okay, accept my apologies. Some people. Okay, so number four, we said reorganize, and number five, you wrote relaunching. Okay, relaunch is okay. So to relaunch, because we have preposition to, we can't write launching. So preposition to can't be followed by ing form. So relaunch is okay. Number six, okay. You wrote deregulate. Okay, so, but let me check. The company has noticed that too many decisions are made at head office. It's, I think you need to, okay, because this is making progress decisions, so decentralizing. So decentralizing the decision-making process, decentralizing, so that branch managers are more involved at an earlier stage. So it means decentralizing. Number six. And number seven, you wrote restructure. This company has finalized the plans to the discussed park site. It's going to become so a modern three. So they want to develop something. They want to develop their site. So redevelop. And the last one, the most successful change in our company was the decision to, restructure. So you need to change 7 and 8, redevelop for 7 and restructure for 8. Okay? Just a few mistakes. Okay. Do you have any issues related to this word? Any questions? I can't hear you. Just Deep, I can't hear you. Are you sharing your?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I
okay
mean,
now.
we have 7 questions, and right.
We have eight
I
questions here.
just
The
have
first one is
two
answered.
two
We have eight.
answers.
Yeah, of course. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, we have 7 questions. And of course, the first one is answered. So from 2 to 8, 7. Yeah.
Yeah, 7, and I just uh, have two.
One,
No,
two, three,
only
four,
one.
5, 6,
Only
7,
one.
of course. Yeah.
I mean, only one, two, and 6, 4.
Okay, so it's okay. It's okay. No matter, just you need to pay attention. As I told you, you need to pay attention to the meaning of the whole sentence. That is really important, not only one word. For example, about this one, number 7, the company has finalized the plans to what? The discussed car park site. It's going to become a modern. So actually, they're gonna make change. So, and they want, it means they want to develop. So, redevelop something. So, it can be the meaning, the definition. So, you need to pay attention to the definition of the sentence after blanks or after the gap. That is really important because normally we have explanation of the word in blank after the blank. So, we have the definition. If you pay attention, you can get the synonym or get the meaning.
Hmm.
Now, do you?
But
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
I confused with the
Wait, what?
form of the, the the form of words like size or sizing or
Let me
organize
say,
or and organizing,
of course, let me say
launching.
something. Let me lead
I
you.
mean,
Okay.
as a
You
tip and
don't
as a
know,
verb.
you don't know where to use ing or gerund, where to use base form. You don't know how to recognize the difference between ing or gerund. So let me explain. Look at number 2. Okay, the company has currently had 2 down. Actually, let me say something. Let me write something on the board. Okay. Sometimes, actually, there are some prepositions like about, like for, like at, okay, like after. Okay, there are some prepositions like, okay, if we have any preposition, each of them in a sentence, they should be followed by ing form of verb or gerund. Gerund means ing form. So about going, for doing, at sitting. Okay, so ing form. But about this one too, anytime when we have, of course, there are some exceptions. I'm not going to talk about them. There are 3 words, phrasal verbs. I'm not going to talk about them. When we have to, preposition to, and after that, if I'm going to put a verb, the verb should be infinitive. So to go, to eat, to play. Okay, so something like this. So if you can see, the first one, the second one had to down. Okay, had to down. We have two, so downsize. Okay, now the second one. Okay, there is no preposition. Now there is no preposition. I can put ing form of verb. Here again, number 5, I have 2. So I need to put infinitive base form. Zia, can I ask you 1 minute to actually close the door, please? Just 1 minute, sorry.
Okay, okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. You can do it. No.
Okay, keep going. Well, so we were talking about to, and now we have, look, is the verb to be is here. Now, when I have a verb like to be, like be, is, am, are, and after that, I'm going to use another verb, the best way is to use gerund. For example, the best way to improve speaking is, for example, I don't know, reading books. So you can use gerund after is reading books. But when I have to, like to accommodate, to go, we need to put infinitive or base form, okay? So as you can see here about the second one, we have to, preposition to, so we say downsize. And here, okay, about number 4, I don't have any preposition, so I can use gerund or ing form of the verb, no matter. Okay, and again, for example, about number 4, again, reorganize, I can say has been reorganized. This is present perfect. So let me present perfect passive. Now I'm going to teach you this grammar and you understand why one of them. So number 1, the real number 1 after 2, had to, have to. And number 2, if I have, for example, to be, I can use ing form of verb after that. Now some of them, like number 4, has been reorganized. This one is present perfect passive that now I'm going to talk about it, okay? Because of this, I need to use past participle of verb. Okay, do you have any actually questions about preposition to?
Hmm.
Okay.
Actually, I can understand now when you why you explained to me, but after that I forgot.
You're right, it's normal. So let me explain something. Okay, now I'm going to teach you the grammar about past tense, because we have a present perfect here. So I'm going to talk about present perfect and past simple. Then actually it will be easier to answer the same questions. So let me talk about some tenses in the past. Okay, first of all, simple past or past simple, that is the easiest one. Past simple. This one is the easiest tense in the past. And you know, of course, we can, if we can have to be, we can use was or were. Okay, so that is really, for example, I was your teacher last year, and we use past simple to talk about an actions that happened in the past in an exact time. So in the past, in an exact time. Now, and of course, we have regular and irregular verbs. Regular, irregular verbs, okay? And as you know, we need to make changes on regular, irregular verbs when making past tense. For example, if I have a regular verb like decide, to make past tense, I say decided. I add ed. Or irregular verb like go, I need to change it to went. Okay, so go. But we have the tense that is past participle. Okay, past participle. And Past participle for irregular verbs actually is normally different from past simple. Go, went, gone. Now, I have another time that is present perfect. Perfect. So what is present perfect? Now, if we're going to talk about an action that happened in the past, in a duration of time, period of time, and it's continued to the present, so you can see its effect in present, you use present perfect. What's the structure? Subject. Have lived, for example, in, I don't know, New York City since 10 years ago. So I have lived in New York City since 10 years ago. This is present perfect. It means I started living 10 years ago and for a period of time, in the duration of 10 years. So I have lived. The difference between present perfect and past simple. In past simple, I have an exact time, an action finished. For example, I went out yesterday. It's finished. A short action that's finished in an exact time in the past. But for present perfect, something happened in a duration of time in the past. And there are some signs like since 10 years ago, when I have the first point ago. But I can also use for example, for 10 years. So I lived in New York City for 10 years. If I have the first point, means ago, I need to use since. If I don't have, and I'm gonna talk about the period duration, I only say for 10 years, okay? Now, you can say, for example, she's been, I don't know, something like Canada, I don't know, for, I don't know, she's been to Canada for, I don't know, 1 month, something like this. Okay, so we can say something like this. Well, she has been to Canada, okay, or in Canada, so you can use present perfect when you're gonna talk for, about a period of time in the past, okay? Now, as you know, the structure, subject, and have or has related to the subject and past participle. Okay, so now let's check this one. Okay, the seating plan in our office has been, of course, this is passive form. Passive is different from active. I taught you this is the structure of active, subject, have or has, and past participle. But this is present perfect. So I have or has and past participle. So reorganized. Organized is regular, so I say reorganized. Get it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, fine.
I think I need to study more
Of
about
course, of
this because
course.
I mean English has many grammar, so
Yeah, of course. No, let me
sometimes
say
I feel
something.
confusing.
Actually, the grammar, some people think that, yeah, of course, we have vast grammar in English. Of course we have, but, you need some of them. I know not all of them. If you know the rules, actually, it will get really easy to understand the rest of them. You only need to know the rules, the structure, the base, the foundation, and then it will be really easy. Now, we want to learn some things about present perfect, so keep going. This is structure of a present perfect. Now, again, another sentence. I have lived, no, I have, for example, taught English for about 14 years. Okay, it means that I'm still teaching. So I've taught English. Now I want to make a question, interrogative or question. Okay, how is it? Have have you thought? Have you thought English? For example, have you thought English before? Okay, it means I don't know when, no matter what time, just before, in the past. If you do it or no. Or if I want to make a question using how long. How long you thought English? How long have you taught English? And you say, I've taught English for about 14 years, okay? How long have you taught? This is actually the structure of question or interrogative sentence or question, that is, question, okay? This is the structure that is really easy. Now, we have a word that is ever. It means, for example, I say, have you have you ever watched this movie? Have you ever watched this movie? It means any time in the past. If you did it only once until now, have you ever, and you say, have. Yes, I have. Or no, I haven't. So yes, I have. No, I haven't. So this is short answer that you need to give using have or has. That's are actually a part of present perfect tense. Have you ever been actually to, I don't know, in Canada? Have you ever been in Canada? No, I haven't. You can actually also use never. Let me write here. Never. Okay? In order to make negative. So you can say, I never, or I have, okay, I forgot to create this. I've never watched this movie. Okay? So I've never watched this movie. What is this? Okay. It means I haven't. I haven't. 0%. None. Never. So you can use never after have or has to make negative. Okay, for present perfect. So again, structure, subject, have or has, past participle of verb. Okay, and for question, have or has, subject, past participle. Okay, if you want, you can use ever. Have you ever watched? Have you ever been? Have you ever lived in the US? No, I haven't. Have you ever lived in the US? No, I haven't. Never. I've never lived in the US. Get it?
Yes, and I want to ask about present perfect continuous.
Yeah.
How, what is the difference with present perfect? Like I,
Present perfect or present continuous? Difference between present continuous and present perfect?
yeah,
Okay. Let me say something. Present perfect is not about present. The name is present perfect. It's about something in the past. The starting point is in the past, a
but
duration of
until
time.
but
Continue to the present, okay? This action was in progress to the present, okay? But,
yeah,
okay? But when you say living. I'm living, it means now, at this time, at this
Yes.
moment, I'm doing something. An
Yes.
action that is in progress now, at this time, is present continuous. Of course, let me say something about present continuous. Present continuous has different and variety of uses, not only the moment or the action in progress. It has different uses that you will learn. One of them, and the most common, the most important, is to use, is to talk about an action that is happening right now, in progress, in present time, not past to present. Present perfect, past to present, or maybe a period of time in the past. So a period of time in the past or past to present. Okay, so this is a difference between these two. When you say I'm living, it means you didn't live before. For example, I'm living in New York City. It means I didn't live in New York City before, but now I'm living. Now I'm living. But normally we say I live. And what we say, I have lived, it means I started, for example, for 10 years, for 20 years, I'm living. Get it? From past, since past to the present. Get it? Okay? I can't hear you. I think, something right happened with.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now it's okay.
I mean,
Well,
like I have been
mhm.